You know, in the hospitality world today, we're at this really interesting crossroads where amazing cutting-edge technology meets that timeless personal service we all know and love. In this explainer, we're going to dive right into that. We'll explore how we can use these incredible new digital tools to make our guests' experiences even better without losing that special human connection that really is the heart of hospitality. So, let's get into it.
Hello and welcome. My name is a hotel AI expert, and I've spent my career right at the intersection of modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am so pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We're really looking forward to supporting your professional growth. Now, this very idea of an AI expert guiding you, it immediately brings up a really critical question we need to talk about.
And it's this: how do we really harness all this power, all this data, all this automation to create these amazing personalized experiences for our guests, but at the same time, make sure our service stays genuine, warm, and, well, human? It is a very delicate balancing act, and it's the core challenge we're going to unpack together today. Okay, so let's start with one of the most powerful tools we have in our arsenal. We're going to see how technology, and specifically something called a customer relationship management system, isn't here to replace great service, but actually to make it even better.
So, what in the world is a CRM? Well, the easiest way to think about it is like a central brain for your hotel. It's a system where you can store and organize all that vital guest information. Things like their past stays, what kind of room they prefer, any special requests. And it allows your entire team to work together to deliver service that's consistent, smart, and super personalized.
Let's walk through what this actually feels like for a guest. Okay, so from the very first moment they book, their preferences are saved. Then, when they walk up to the front desk, the staff can greet them with a truly personal welcome. Later on, if they go to the restaurant, the team already knows about their dietary needs. See how that works? It creates this seamless, really thoughtful experience where the guest feels genuinely seen and taken care of every step of the way.
And the result of all this? Well, it's a total game changer. Information just flows where it needs to go. Your team can stop being reactive and start being proactive, anticipating what a guest might need before they even have to ask. The guest doesn't have to keep repeating themselves, which we all know can be frustrating. The service just feels whole. And when a guest feels truly recognized like that, that's how you build real loyalty.
Now here's where technology really shows its power. It lets us do all of this on a massive scale. I mean, think about it. Could you manually send a personal happy birthday note to thousands of your past guests? No way, it'd be impossible. But with automated systems, we can keep those little points of contact going, keeping that relationship warm long after a guest is checked out.
But, and this is a really, really important but, we have to remember what this is all for. This quote just nails it. The whole point of technology should be to support and strengthen our relationships with guests. It should never, ever become the main event. It's not here to replace that genuine human connection, which is and always will be the absolute heart of hospitality. Because, this balance is incredibly delicate. If we get it wrong and rely too much on automation, we run a huge risk. So let's talk about the dangers, about what happens when automation goes too far and leads to that cold, impersonal service that actually pushes guests away.
Come on, we've all been there, right? You get that generic, obviously automated email that has nothing to do with your actual stay. When automation doesn't have any thought behind it, it just feels, well, mechanical. And guests can spot that lack of authenticity a mile away. It can really damage their trust and make them feel like they're just another number in a spreadsheet.
So this brings us to the solution. The real key to success. The best hotels out there, they don't choose between technology and the human touch. They masterfully blend them. They use tech to give their people the right information at the right time, so that their teams can deliver service with real judgment, empathy, and wisdom.
Look, when you have all this guest data, you're really standing at a fork in the road. You can use it responsibly to anticipate needs to make their stay better, or you can cross a line, exploit that information, and completely violate their trust. The difference isn't in the technology itself, it's in the human judgment we apply to it.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to protecting that guest's trust. Technology needs a human filter. Just because your CRM tells you it's a guest's birthday doesn't automatically mean you should have a party waiting in their room. Maybe they're there for a sad reason. That's where human judgment comes in. Respect for privacy and being transparent. These aren't optional, they're everything.
Which brings us to our final and maybe our most important point. In an industry that is just getting more and more crowded with tech, your most valuable asset, the one thing that can truly set you apart, will always be your people and the genuine connections they make.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The data tells the story pretty clearly here. Look at this chart. Technology on its own, it does okay. You get moderate retention. The human touch by itself, that's really powerful, high retention. But look what happens when you combine them. When you use data-driven insights to power genuine, empathetic human interactions, that's where you get the highest possible guest loyalty. That's the magic formula.
So if you remember one thing from our time together, let it be this. Technology is fantastic at organizing things. It's efficient. It's a powerful tool. But it can't feel empathy. It can't show genuine warmth. It can't create that emotional bond that turns a one-time guest into someone who comes back year after year. Only your team, only people can do that.
So I'll leave you with this to think about as you move forward. As you become the next leaders in this incredible industry, how are you going to design a guest experience that is both brilliantly efficient and deeply human? The future of hospitality is truly in your hands.